What are the financing options you have as a small business owner? Hi everyone, you are welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Money. Today we will be talking about financing your small business. Call me Mo. I am a business owner and I share content pertaining to business, finance, and other related topics from time to time. So before I get right into the video, I'd like to share a quick disclaimer. Please note that the information I will be sharing here today should be treated as an educational information only and should neither be treated as business, finance, legal, or advertisement. Now, I do think and I would say I know that when you are going into business, the first set of financing or monies you're largely going to spend on your business are personal monies. And I recall saying this in one of my videos, that you have as a business owner, you have to ensure that you have personal monies on the side when you decide to go into business. We can never ever overemphasize what personal monies does for you when you go into business. These are actually the first set of financing that you get, or the first financing that you use to run this business before you begin to get additional financing through other sources. So what are your personal finances? Your personal finances are those monies that you get either you earn either from a 9 to 5 or your own personal sources of income. Business does require financing. Whether you get this money from an institution or you get this money from yourself, you have to finance your business. Now, in the course of financing, there are a few things that one needs to note as a business owner. Even though you would want to finance your business with some personal monies as you start out, you also have to understand that those personal monies have to be divided in ways that would meet your own personal needs when those needs arises, and then the leftovers or the second part of the monies will be used to run your business. Now, just like the way you separate the yolk from the egg white, you have to be able to separate your business monies from personal expenses, even if you are starting out your business with personal expenses. There are things that you have to understand, that your business needs certain things to run. So the personal monies or the monies you are using for the business should only be able to cater for those things, pending the time you're able to get additional sourcing of financing through other sources. But try as much as possible to separate personal expense and business expense, even though you might be using personal finances to run that business, pending the time you are able to get additional sources of finance for that business. I hope this is making some sense. The reason a lot of people rely on personal finances is because really that's about the easiest way to run. I also note that you have to build your business to a particular level. You have to show that you are credit worthy to a large extent before finance houses are able to advance loans to you. When they also see how you manage resources, particularly if money starts to get into your business account, they will begin to look for ways to advance funds, loans to you in small measures till you can actually apply for loans that you might need to upscale that business. So even though you are also relying on personal financing, it is also very important that you should keep your records. Maintain proper records of how you take out your personal monies to fund your business. This really would help you when you need to file your taxes. I always say that business is a journey. It is not a sprint, it is a marathon. When you decide to go into business, you have to put a lot of things into consideration. And one of those things is financing. You need finance, you need monies to run business. So for instance, you are into commodities and you have people who order your items. You have to run ads for those items to gain some level of visibility, particularly if you have to run ads on the social media space. You require monies for that. You also require monies to fulfill orders. So money is very important. Now, another way in which you could decide to also finance your business, apart from personal money, is by getting a loan advancement. Loans come in different forms, and I'm going to discuss them in the coming scenes. One of such ways you could get loans is getting loans from family, friends, and loved ones. It is about the easiest sort of funding you can easily get without having to go through the hassle of filling formal papers, signing up documents, and having to wait a number of days for the loan to be approved. Usually, family-funded loans are easy to get, and they are always not so much, but they could, in a way, help you meet that immediate pending need. However, in most cases, and I'm emphasizing that not in all cases, in most cases, these are loans that are just enough to meet that immediate need, not something that would take you or help you upscale. Another sort of ways in which you could seek funding is by money lenders. There are people who are authorized by law within different states to be able to lend or loan individuals money. But note that when you do decide to borrow monies from these people, they have rights to seek interest as the case may be, and depending on the kind of contract you do have, an agreement you do have, particularly when you have default. So this sort of arrangement is relatively also easy, but it also comes with paperwork. So you could decide to borrow monies from family to fund your business, or money lenders, whichever one does work for you, and whichever one appeals to your business at the time of need. Now, the third, which is something that we all know, is going through financial institutions and institutions that specialize in borrowing businesses monies. These usually require some level of paperwork. They also take some time from the start to the finish of the approval, and they also put into consideration a lot of factors before advancing loans to business owners. But eventually, when they do, you get the monies and you are able to use them for what you need. So when you get this funding, this alternative means of funding, what are the things you need to put into consideration? I call them the most important things. And what I usually would say is that if at the end of the day you got financing for your business, either through family, through money lenders, or finance institutions that are saddled with the responsibility of borrowing you or lending monies, you as a borrower have to have a repayment plan. No matter how small, how little the money might be, have a repayment plan. You start with repaying the family members that have loaned you monies, to the money lenders, and also financial institutions as the case may be. It is very important that you do not downplay the role of family members when they loan you monies for your business. They are about the quickest people that you could go to when you need a quick loan that would not require so much. So you do not want to ruin that relationship by not repaying the first set of loan or the loans that they have ever given to you. And then I do also know that the paperwork or the terms and conditions contained in the loans that you must have obtained from either the financial institution or a money lender will state clearly the conditions in which you should repay the loans. I think that I'm going to stop here for today. I hope that this video does share some level of light or shed some light on how you as a small business owner could finance your business pending the time you are able to get larger financing to upscale. Whether you decide to go with personal financing or you decide to go with family lending, whichever one works for you, ensure that it's something that you could manage and definitely you could pay back as the case may be. I hope that you did find value in this video. If you did, thank you so much for watching. And if you think it's something that you want to share with someone out there, do not hesitate to share. I'll see you in my next video. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and bye for now.